Hey guys, so it's been a long time since I've done any videos, and there's a lot of reasons on which that happened. So yeah, I am 15 weeks pregnant. I just wanted to wait a little bit more before I announced it on YouTube. I know I announced it on my Instagram and to like close friends and families only, because my Instagram is very it's very private and not that many followers. I like to keep things as private as possible when it comes to that. But yeah, there's so much I have to tell you guys, and sorry if I'm a little out of breath right now. It's just crazy to think that I am pregnant, especially I've been wanting this for so long, and it's been to be transparent, I went through a very difficult time when I was 19 years old, where I had to make certain decisions that I don't necessarily agree with now and didn't align with my beliefs. And that has been that took a toll on me for so many years, and I've been wanting a child within these 10 years. So the fact that, God is so merciful and graceful, he really restores. And just for me to be pregnant exactly 10 years later just shows how much of a redeemer he is, and he has redeemed my life, and he's heard my cries on, sorry if I'm getting emotional, but cries on wanting to be a mom, and just seeing everyone around me just have that dream. It was very difficult, and of course I'm happy for everyone who did experience those things for all these years. It's hard when the enemy gets into your head and making you feel like God has forgotten you, and that's something I've struggled with, and dealing with this now is just, I'm so grateful to God for giving me this blessing. And even if it's not it's never the way you imagined it, you know, superficially speaking, like I thought I was gonna be a lot skinnier, more fit, like a more fit belly and everything, like a smaller belly, and it's just like, no, that's not the way it's working out right now. But I know in due time I can get back to my fitness journey. Like, it's so crazy how much I've been I fluctuated, and I went right back to square one on my weight. But I'm still grateful for this opportunity. I'm just trying to take it day by day and just see the good in this, besides like my weight, which is such a big thing when a woman is pregnant too, because that's something that you think about a lot. It's just like, you feel self-conscious and all of that. So that's another reason why I haven't been really vlogging or speaking to the cameras, because I didn't feel comfortable showing my weight gain and stuff like that. But I have to look past it. There's so many people that I see as YouTubers that have gone through different weights, and it's encouraging to see them go from A to B and pushing through and still getting to the weight goal that they initially wanted. So yeah, going back towards the baby, we wanted an October baby, where my husband is born in October, but primarily it was because I love fall. That's my favorite season. It's so cute with the pumpkins and just the beautiful leaves and like all the different colors, and just like pumpkin patch, and like there's so many cute things. Like it's such a cozy weather, and like I'm a big Gilmore Girls fan, so I'm just like, I want a fall baby. So we tried in December, and then like literally on the first try, that's why I'm so grateful with God, we conceived. So I was working at the time, and for those of you that don't know, I worked at a special eds classroom, and I love that boy dearly. But unfortunately, there were certain things that weren't, it was very risky. And later on, I made the right decision because, I have a very sensitive cervix. So I just felt like it was best for me to let that job go. And yeah, so I unfortunately had to let that job go, but it was best for me and my baby. So I'm glad I made that decision looking back now. And yeah, I found out I was pregnant in the school. So I went to the bathroom and I was like, let me just take a test, because I already bought it before work, and I know I missed my period and everything. So I was like, let me go to the bathroom and then take a test in the bathroom. I just asked the teacher I was working with at the time, I was like, can I please use the bathroom? So I took my purse and I took the test, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's 2 lines on it. I wish I could have recorded it and done it more like, the way you guys see it on YouTube, where it's like you see the initial like first reaction, and I have a camera set up and everything. Unfortunately, I was too impatient, so I did that, and I saw the 2 lines, and the first person I called was my mom. I had to call her because I was just like, Mommy, I'm pregnant. Like, she was like so shocked, but so excited. And then my husband, I called him afterwards, showed him a picture of it, and like he's very like he's the type of person where he's like, he needs to, it was a little faint, so he couldn't really see it, so he wanted to be certain of it. So I kept taking the test. I'm like, look, I am. And then he was just like, oh my gosh. And then we went to the doctors, and that's when, like, it took a while because I was so early on when I found out I was pregnant. It took a while. A lot of sonograms in the very beginning. I think my first sonogram, I was like a good 4 or 5 weeks. So it was too early, but I was a little worried too, because even they didn't really know and couldn't disclose as much as to, whether or not the fetus was like developing. They did see the gestational sac. There was a lot to it. So that was what I was worrying about, and I was praying profusely about that, just like, oh God, please, Father God, let us see the yolk sac at least. And then the next appointment I saw the yolk sac, but then they didn't see like the fetus attached to it yet because it was too early on. They said it could be so many things. It could be, you know. So I was just worrying that I wasn't, that. So yeah. And then on my 7th week, when I went back, it was a private clinic, by the way, because other like hospitals, they don't let you see the baby that early on. So I went to a private clinic in order to see my baby. And on the 7th week, that's when we confirmed the viability of the baby, the heartbeat and everything. And it was just, I started crying, just like thanking the Lord. I've never cried so much. I started thanking the Lord in the bathroom, like, because they told me to clean up. So I cried so much about that, like, just like, thank you, Jesus. Like, you really, like, it's just amazing. So yeah, sorry, I'm still in awe about this whole situation. And yeah, like, even before that, like, I've been praying, and I felt like I need to prepare for what's to come. And I believe, and it was weird, I believe that God was going to do it. So I started preparing certain things, like the nursery section, because we have a 1-bedroom. As you can see, it's kind of like everything is all here. This is the living room, and then right over there, that's the hallway. Further down, that's the bedroom. So we have 1 bedroom, and the baby's gonna have 1 section of the bedroom, and then ours is like here. So I started preparing, gathering things for the baby even previously. Like, as I was working, I was putting some money towards that. And yeah, I just prepared the nursery section because I'm like, I'm having faith that this is gonna happen. And then it happened, and it's crazy because then it even tested my faith even more. Like, then I started doubting. I'm like, wait, this is like too good to be true. Like, it happened so fast. But then it didn't really, because it's been like 10 years of me wanting and yearning to be a mother. But that's how God is. Like, it feels so long until it happens. So another thing is, like, I wanted to share is like somebody out there who's struggling with wanting a child. I know that feeling all too well. Your time will come. Just give it to God. Your time will come, and He has not forgotten you. Even though it feels like, He's answering everybody's prayers, there's a reason for which things happen and how they happened. He will restore things in your life, but you have to surrender to Him. You have to give your all to Him. And that's what's been the hard part for me, like surrendering it all to Him. And I feel like as I've been slowly doing that, that's when He's been revealing more and more of His nature, of who He really is. And He cares about each and every one of us. He holds our tears in a bottle. Like, there's so many things that He does for us that we're not aware of now, because we only see, this realm. We don't see the spiritual realm. We don't see everything that's going on behind closed doors. We don't see everything that He has been aligning so that we can fulfill His will. And there's a lot to it. He understands, and His timing is perfect. Isaiah 60:22. That's all I know. It's just in His perfect timing. And I just want to say, this is all for the glory of God. And I can't wait to show you guys more of my journey. I'll show you guys more of like the little nursery section I have for the baby. I got already the crib, and I already have the high chair, certain clothes, a decent amount of clothes, and not too crazy about it because I want to go as, like, I know the gender. I don't know the gender yet, so I'm waiting for that too. So I'll definitely record that and show you guys in a different video. But I'm so looking forward to like vlogging again and just showing you certain things. Yeah, I'm just so excited. So thank you guys for tuning in, and have a great day.